trying to order the material, but then it has a natural chaos as well.
The way you go about making something has to be very deliberate.
There is a place for objects that are made by head, hand, and heart and are used that way. I'm a sculptor.
I'm a silversmith.
I'm a glassmaker.
I am a potter.
I suppose I'm a maker.
I was riding on a school bus, going to the Southwest, sitting next to this woman whose daughter taught weaving in southern Vermont. And I had been signed up to take a 6-week scuba diving course in the winter. And her daughter was giving a 6-week weaving course. I thought, wow, maybe I should try that. There were all these beautiful wooden looms and all this gorgeous yarn. I could hear this thumping of the looms. I could smell this lanolin and the linseed oil. And I was just like overcome, all my senses. And that was the beginning. My name is Kate Smith, and I'm the founder of Eaton Hill Textile Works, and I currently run the Marshfield School of Weaving, which was founded in 1974 by Norman Kennedy. When I first started weaving, I tried to do rugs of my own design, and they were not very successful. So I just decided I was going to reproduce things that were already done for a while to perfect my technique. And I just was mesmerized by the simplicity of these textiles and how beautiful they were. The fineness of the threads and the quality of the workmanship. I just developed an appreciation for that time period where people were so much more attuned to craftsmanship. I wanted to continue pursuing that quality. There's so many fabrics that I still would like to figure out how to weave in this lifetime. You know, so many techniques from the 18th century that are lost and that people aren't doing anymore. I like that challenge. That's the part of it I like, is figuring out these weird things. You know, like this loom here that I just had my last student on, one of the pegs fell out. So as we were going to shove the peg back in, found that this piece of fabric holding the peg in, which is 150 years old. It's got a weave structure that I've never really seen before. So when I have time, I'll get the old magnifying glass out and pick it apart thread by thread and find out what it is. About every 4 months, you know, when we have leftovers, I'll put together a warp for a calamanco stripe. The warp is what goes on the loom from front to back, and that's what you weave across. The warp is where you set your pattern and your colors. You get a really well-made warp, and you put it on the loom with good tension, then half of your weaving battle is over with. I'm taking all my leftovers, all the leftover spools from various upholstery projects, designing a stripe myself, and then just putting it on and warping it off. It's a great way to make this really colorful, exciting warp that I have no idea what it's going to look like until I get it on the loom and start weaving it. All the work projects are very set, like we do this, but this is great. It's where I can have a little fun. Working with Norman side by side for 10 years, I always had, you know, the master there, you know, so that if I made a mistake, there was someone there to correct me. That system of master and apprentice, which doesn't exist anymore, really was beneficial in that it gave the apprentice a real chunk of time to really learn their skill. I would love to see this place continue, Both Norman and I have put the bulk of our lives, energy into it, and it'd be really great if there could be a next generation. So I'm looking, I'm searching for the one, or the many. Might not just be one, it could be a few.